Welcome back to Joe Is. I'm Joe, and this is War on the Sea. In last episode, we had to use our fighter pilots to stave off an attack from the Japanese on our island of New Guinea. Today's episode, we're going to leave back where we were. We're at the carrier group, landing off supplies to New Hebrides to drop off some much-needed cargo. I think this will allow us to upgrade our island's airport to level 2, which will actually allow us to have a small bomber squadron on deck and ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. If we can upgrade, and we can. So now I think we have 4 dive bombers or torpedo bombers. I'm not 100% sure completely on that. I'll go ahead and take a look and find out for sure. Go ahead and fast forward time here. Now come back when air operations are available. Let's go ahead and send out a flight of B-17s over the slot in Guadalcanal, see what we can see. Go ahead and set this B-17 on a flight control. Ooh, already. Looks like we have a fleet to engage. Can our Avengers come out and help? I don't think they can. I think that's a little far out of their range. Let's use the B-17 here to find out. Oh. All right. We've already got a spot on this fleet. We got a couple destroyers. Looks like 2 destroyers, 2 light cruisers, and 2 heavy cruisers. Looks like a Mangabe class. I think it's Mangabe class. And definitely a ATONE. You can tell by the 4 front line guns that allowed them to use the whole back half of the ship as a seacraft landing and spotting. They would land seacraft on the sea, they would load them up and send them out as per the Japanese flight orders, because the Japanese used their aircraft carrier as only a attack craft, never would have aboard scouting craft. So allowed the heavy cruisers of the Japanese fleet to do that role, which you could say is a hindrance. Just using your aircraft carriers that normally launch aircraft as sole attack craft gave them more firepower, but at the same time didn't allow a more, thorough scouting. I think we're going to go ahead and set up our bombers to bomb the ATONE class, as it is an improvement on the class before it. A Mangabe class, yeah. That's the ship that was next to it. The ATONE class is actually a newer heavy cruiser. We'll get a cinematic view as the flak begins to come up. Looks like the first group's already dropped its bombs, and we're dropping ours. Go ahead and get its point of view as the bombs come in. Oh, good hits, good hits. Another good hit. Man, she took several. Four direct hits, I think I read. without taking a single loss on our B-17. Usually B-17s aren't very accurate, but man, they delivered on this one. On top of that, that ship is dead in the water. I think we have a good chance of bringing this ATONE class to the bottom. She is on fire. Yep, there it is. She is going to the bottom. Didn't have to wait long for this one. Go ahead and leave the combat area with one heavy cruiser under our belt. Alright, that is one ATONE class heavy cruiser gone. So far, so good. We'll continue the fleet to head back south to get more supplies. And we have fighter aircraft over Rennel Island. That is of considerable concern. I believe fighters are only launched from air bases and aircraft. Therefore, and I don't think they have any air bases within range unless they've managed to get one of the islands up to higher base. Otherwise, I think they're just too far out of range, which would make it to believe that there is an aircraft carrier in the area, which would be a very high valuable target to get to. And see, it's going straight north towards Shoe, I believe it was called. No, Truck. Well, maybe we'll find her later on. Hopefully we can find her quickly, but it's nighttime, so we won't be doing it today unless the subs come in contact, which they just did. But I don't think it's the aircraft carrier group. 7 ships. Let's go ahead and begin. Sounds like a training. It is. The weather is horrible. Let's see if we can still manage to pull out some sort of a hunt out of this with our submarines. Pull up our scope and see what we can see. Alright. Passive sonar has picked up 1 ship. Can't quite see it. Yeah, this weather is absolutely horrible for hunting. Let's go ahead and start cutting in. Maybe we can face towards it. That way we kind of know the general direction as to where the fleet is. Yeah, this may take a while, so I will cut back to when we have got a better target acquisition. I went ahead and slowed our ship down. We are not getting any kind of targeting on this fleet. We can see them on passive sonar, but we cannot get a target vector on them. We know the general area, and I'm half tempted to just go ahead and fire. I'll do a manual fire. That way we can almost assure a shot. Let's go ahead and throw lead. Spray and pray. Let's go ahead and brake. Let's dive. Let's get out of Dodge. Hopefully we hit something. I'm not confident with this weather and sea state. It's going to be rough to hit anything. It looks like it's a very small fleet. Looks like a destroyer fleet with a couple of heavy cruisers in it, maybe a light cruiser. So we'll be lucky to hit anything. Let's go ahead and get the retreat orders sounded up. Go ahead and fast forward time. Torpedoes are about halfway there. Looks like we may get the last few ships. Maybe here? Yeah. Yes, I got the ship behind it. We're close. Looks like we got ourselves a little Mitsuki class destroyer. It was an upgrade on the Kamikaze class destroyer. I think it was laid down December 1941. No. It was built in the 1920s, excuse me. It was the first one of its kind that had the triple, as you can see there, torpedo tubes. The 26-inch torpedo tubes. Massive long lance torpedoes the Japanese or Navy was famous for. Just one of them torpedoes got a hold of you, you're almost done for. Even the battleships feared them. But she's fighting off the fires. The rain is definitely not helping us whatsoever, but it is helping them. Tough little ship. She is still trying. Nope. Fire's back on board again. I think she's going to be able to pull this off because she keeps putting the fires out. So I think her damage crew is getting things under control. She's not listing as bad anymore. And I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. We managed to get one heavy cruiser to the bottom and damage another destroyer. I think this tough little ship's going to make it, and kudos for her for doing so. Yep, their fires are out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this episode. Please stay tuned to watch the next one. God bless. Love you all, and y'all have a wonderful and great day. Thank you for watching.